2023. It was definitely an eventful year. It's a few days into 2024 now, and I've been taking a lot of time just to kind of like look back at what 2023 was and what it meant to me, and kind of look at it in a way to see how much growth I had. And I look back at it and it was a lot of good decisions, bad decisions, mistakes, the right choices, travel, venture, trying new things. And really when I look at it and I had to sum it up, 2023 was a year to be proud of. So what I mean by a year to be proud of was, I'm not sitting here saying that I did every decision I wanted to make perfectly. In the end, there was a lot of mistakes made too, and there was a lot of right choices and new people met and time with family and everything like that. But that's why I think it was a year to be proud of, because I still feel like as a human being, and even, the fact that I turned 30 this year, or last year I should say now, it showed that there's still room to grow, and there's always room to grow, and I'm really passionate about that. So having an opportunity to still grow, still learn new things, meet new people, strengthen relationships that I've had, create new relationships, it really shows kind of how much there still is to learn and be human, and to really kind of try out new things. So I kind of sum up how this growth and how 2023 was in like two separate areas for me. And one was a new creative endeavor and jumping outside of my comfort zone. And then two would be the time that I got to spend with my family. Because I don't overly get to living away, especially with my sister living even farther away from like parents and that. I really did get to spend a lot of good time with them, and is hoping to like some more in 2024. So when I look at those two big jumps in my life, it was a good year. So creatively, I went out and jumped outside my comfort zone in 2023, which was a big one for me. A lot of my close friends and family know that I've always been someone who likes to take photos and videos. I would always take pictures of everybody when we're out and send them to them or print them off or anything like that, and take different videos. And that aspect of my life, proven in this video and what I'm making here, really grew in 2023. It all started with these, meaning just a phone, where I was out in Clark Lake in January and decided to film a video for work, was the original idea. But then I kind of got really passionate about it when I was doing it, and started to kind of reflect on myself in the sense that I'm doing this because I'm passionate about it. My work, I was doing something a bit for work, but I really transformed it into a personal video. And with that, I started to realize how much I love doing it. Outside of just taking pictures and sending it to friends and taking some videos, I really kind of felt like I fell in love with it. And ever since then, I just started filming more and taking pictures. And again, it was all with just a phone. It grew to from a passion project to wanting to create memories and start to really figure out what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to be a YouTube star. I wasn't trying to be a social media crazy profile person or anything like that. A lot of it was just the pure joy I was getting out of the actual practice, but as well as the joy I was getting when sending pictures and videos to my friends that they could print and use. I started to really enjoy that side of my life. And then it grew to the next video that I did, which was all about memories. And I did it with my friends, Vinny and Nee, out at their cottage at Grand Lake, or at their house in Grand Lake. So that video, I didn't really have a plan going in. I just started documenting the entire thing. And I asked everybody before, do you mind if I shoot a little bit? And they all said, yeah, no problem. And I did. And in the end, when I was looking back and editing all the footage, I started to really realize what it was. And it was about the fact that I'm capturing moments that we've had that we don't capture as much as maybe a previous generation would have. Previous generations, they were out with, they had the video camera that you'd have with your kids or taking pictures. You had a photo album and that. And now it's kind of just lives on Instagram. It lives on Facebook and that, but there's no real kind of change or art kind of put into it anymore. And for me, I really wanted to kind of capture moments and provide meaning to them and really share what they meant. It was good for me and my friends, but really in the end, the art of practicing it was just something like almost therapeutic for me. It was a real big growth for me on a personal level as well. Then throughout the rest of the year, I did a couple of videos that went with me on a hike and that, and I just started to realize I love this so much. And I loved learning about it, and I'm watching videos on YouTube all the time, trying to learn how to get better and better and better, to the point where I then bought my first actual mirrorless camera to actually try to create better visuals, create better content, take really nice pictures, and I did that near the end of the year, right before I was leaving to the Netherlands with my family. And it grew to the point where right before Christmas, I did my first paid professional photo shoot. And so when I look back at, the risks that I took and the jumping outside my comfort zone to really learn a new skill set, one that I was really passionate about, and I look from a guy who started with a phone walking around, Killarney Lake in New Brunswick, to buying my first mirrorless camera, to taking a professional shoot for the first time and getting the courage, thanks to my wonderful girlfriend, to create my own actual Instagram account and that for it. It was a huge year of growth for 2023 for me, creatively. Huge year. So from a family perspective, 2023 was a great year, I think, for our family. I mean, I'm sure they would agree with me. I didn't really talk to them before doing this video, but it really was, though. I mean, we got to spend a lot of time together, which is not something that our family typically gets to do. I've lived away since I've been about 18, 19 years old, and my sister lives even farther away. I live on the east coast of Canada, and my sister lives all the way in the Netherlands. My parents live in Ontario. So getting together as a family typically doesn't happen as often as we would like. Maybe once a year. And I'm happy to say that this year we got to spend a lot more time together. And with that, I got to use my creative side a little bit to try to capture more pictures and memories and everything like that. I did make a video back in the spring when we got together for the first time in 2023, where we just kind of all went back home to the cottage, and we just spent like good quality time together, you know. And it was just me, my sister, her wife Bo, my parents, and my grandparents and that, and we just kind of went, relaxed, played some games, had some drinks, spent some time outside, and it really was just like really good quality time. And so I made a video about it. It was just a good way to kind of really look at that and start to realize that I don't want to take, you know, that time for granted anymore, especially now, you know, as all of us are getting, you know, a little bit older. And so, you know, it was just a really good time to be able to do that. And then, you know, as the year went on, you know, we like to talk often. We talk on video and do that, but then eventually, you know, I met my wonderful girlfriend, and she was a huge part this year as well. You know, not only meeting her, she's, you know, a fantastic person. Met at a wedding, and but she's passionate, caring, and really pushes me to, I find, to be, you know, a better version of myself. You know, she's actually the reason I even committed to getting the mirrorless camera, to also starting the Instagram account. You know, she kind of gave me the little extra push to do something that I was passionate about. I was really nervous. I mean, I was nervous at the start of the year starting this whole venture, but then to invest more into it, I was pretty nervous in terms of doing it and really putting it out there. And so that was always, it was a big moment, I would say, for me. And then later in the year, my family and I, we got the chance to get together again, all of us, which was in the Netherlands. That was really good because it was like it was 2 weeks that we got to do it. We went out to like these amazing Christmas markets, and we went to Belgium and spent time in this like wonderful kind of like cottagey Airbnb thing that had like, just the colors were amazing there. It almost was like fall time there technically, in a weird way, just with like the leaves on the ground. It was a little more on the kind of wetter side, and it was just, it was really cool. So we did that. We ate food, went to different markets, and just kind of spent really good time together. And it was also nice because I got to see my sister's side of their family that they have out there, and how, you know, between brothers and family and cousins and friends that they have out there, it was kind of cool to see that side of their life grow. And it was just like really good quality time. And I think between me and my family, that really kind of hit hard in a good way, because we got to really spend a good quality time, and we're not racing from one event to the next. We just spent the time together, and I tried to document as much as I wanted to do with it, and I could, but at the same time I also just wanted to spend time with them. And near the end of it, you know, I had all the footage. I didn't really know what to do with it, and that's kind of where this video started to come from, because I was looking back at it, and I was looking back at the footage from the cottage, and I was looking back at footage with my friends, and, you know, pictures I've taken with my girlfriend and her dog and all this stuff, and that's where this video came in. You know, this video was really about remembering what 2023 was, and from a personal perspective, and the growth that I had within it. So it was a good year for sure. So yeah, I mean, 2023 was just, it was a good year, and that's why I wanted to name this video 2023, a year to be proud of. I don't think we often or usually get to always say that, and I wanted to really take advantage of it. You know, between taking this creative endeavor with, you know, creating videos and photography and that, and taking that and then evolving it and to jump outside my comfort zone and start sharing it. You know, it was a huge step for me, and to evolve from going from just a phone or a couple of phones that I use to all the way to investing in more gear and in a mirrorless camera and everything like that. All the way into doing my first actual photo shoot. All in 1 year, it was just a huge level of growth for me, and in terms of that. And then, let alone that, the time I got to spend with my family, meeting my girlfriends, turning 30, spending all these wonderful time with my friends that I all got to come to my 30th birthday, plus the time we spent in the summer on the golf course or on the lake or at their house or just a little house party or whatever we ended up doing. You know, I really do cherish that time with the people that I get to. I know that we don't always get to spend that time, and not enough time with some people. And, you know, I hope that everybody, if they're going to take anything from this, is to remember to do that. You know, look back at your year. You know, don't just look at the bad stuff. Look at all the things you did achieve, because I think trying to change our mindset into something like that is really important, to stop focusing so much on the negative and let's focus on the things that we did do. And when I look back, yeah, you know, not everything is bad. You know, mistakes don't have to be bad. And you can really look at it as a form of growth. You know, I learned, I made good choices, I made mistakes, I laughed, I played, I cried, I did everything. And in the end, if I had to sum it up, 2023, I lived. It was pretty awesome. So, thanks for watching, everybody.